So Matt's AC's been intermittent, so we came over and did some troubleshooting and discovered that the condenser fan was not running, and so we pulled it out. That's it there. Of course my dealer does not have one. So won't have that till tomorrow. Matt is going camping tomorrow, so it'll be up to me to put it back together. And I'm here to tell you what, it's Slug and Engineer Thursday. That was the dumbest, most complicated design to get out I've ever seen in my life. They could have easily made that fan removable from the back side, but no, you got to take all the bolts out of the housing that holds the condenser and then separate it. You got to remove the dryer, pull that whole big steel housing.
Before you put one of these push-pull units to work, make sure it's in good working order, not only for your sake, but for your fellow operators as well. So, before startup, inspect the machine for leaks. Look for tire damage and wear. Check the cutting edge and router bit. Look under the rear engine for leaks. Inspect the hydraulic oil level and the level of the crankcase oil. Examine the air filter indicator and check the radiator when cool. After startup of both engines, but before moving the machine, make sure the controls are in good working order. Check the gauges to see if they're in safe operating range, warning lights operation, and the bail up. Check the steering.
I'm tired already. It's gonna be another hot day. Well, I got my new condenser fan, 372-9368. That thing was $1,146.40 and $60 freight to get it the next day from the warehouse. I can't hardly believe that that's worth $1,100. I could have got a cheaper one off eBay or Amazon or Friday Parts. Could have got one for a couple $100, but I need this thing going, so I had to bite the bullet and buy it. This is all it is right here. That's it. $1,100 for that. Unfrickin' real. Okay, now that's here. That's another note. So which is on? Let's see. Where's the top and bottom? Yeah, that'll work. See, my opinion is that this spider with all this on there should unbolt from here. You should be able to go through that hole in the outside, unbolt this, and take the fan out. I do not know why. What I got to do next is I got to lower that down in there. There's 4 bolts, 2 in the top, 2 in the bottom, that go through that black deal on the condenser. Got to get that in. Then I've got to lower that big yellow housing down in there. And I got to be very careful I don't poke that condenser cord because those aluminum things are very fragile. Very fragile. This was hard enough with Matt and I here. I was out trying to hold the condenser up out of the way while he got this out, and then got that big metal guard out. It was miserable. Why? There we go. No, that still ain't in there. Why are we not going down? So I screwed them in too far. Does it all? Oh God, I can't hardly get in here. So B, hate this. I don't know what in the hell going on here. Why I can't get this in there. You gotta get this in without damaging anything. Put my foot through here, through the hole to hold that out, maybe. Like that. See, really you need to take the air cleaner pipe off and the air cleaner out to do this. Would make it a whole lot easier, I believe. Now we're stuck in there. Shit. Jeff, that's not gonna go unless I can get this stupid thing moved or something. Gotta do something different here. Just not cooperating. Get dirty hot liquor. There we go. Maybe that'll work. Yeah. Okay, now. So there's the problem. I gotta get that wire. Oh, great. There goes. Oh, geez. There goes the rest of my bolts. Son of a bitch. They were in my pocket. Never gonna find that one. You can see that now. Good Lord, Jeff. Okay, the wire has to go through here. Like that, I think. I read the other day somebody said there's a prize for winning. There's blood involved in winning. If you want to win, you got to bleed. I don't mean your hemorrhoids. Alright, let's go to the bottom. I'll get those in. You've seen enough struggling. I can turn the camera off and then I can swear like a sailor. Alright, everything is bolted down. My hold downs. Oh, don't forget, Jeff, those are 13mm. I gotta tighten the dryer mount bolts and hook that wire up, put all this decking back on. I think I'm done. I think I am done. Got some breeze today, not near as hot. It's bearable. Could be a whole lot worse, could be 100. It's kind of hazy, like there's something on fire. Something's on fire. All right, so I need 13 millimeter to tighten those, but I think I need something with a smaller end. So let me get that and go do that. Okay, blowing cold. That ain't cold enough. Yeah, it's me though. I don't know how you run this. Ain't gonna blow cold air without these open, no. Blowing any air out there. There, now it's coming out. I still think it should be colder, but temperature's all the way down. You can't read that. 63 degrees. I don't know which one of these stupid buttons is like the one for the recirculate. Because you got to run it on recirculator. You're just going to plug up that outside filter and fill the evaporator full of dirt. I mean, that is pretty cold air, but for 134. Okay, Jeff wins unless that fan stops running and we got other problems, but so far she's running cold. Fan's still running. Making a little water. Of course, you got to remember it's probably 10% humidity here. It's pretty dry. Anyway, she's blowing some cold air. Nothing impressive. I still think my evaporator's probably got a lot of dirt in it. Unfortunately, this system behind the seat, you take all that plastic out and the unit's right there. It's all a plastic deal, and unfortunately they did not put some kind of lid cover over the evaporator core so you could open it up, get in there and blow or wash the crap off. So I've had enough for the day. I'm gonna get out of here. It's blowing cold. I let it run for about an hour. Stayed in the cab. Had the gauges on it. Gauges are running about 150, 160, and then 25 on the suction. It's short cycles, and I asked Mike about that, and I stopwatched it and lapped it every time to show how long it ran, then how long it was off. He said that is about 12 seconds on and I don't know, 14 or 15 off. and it continues to put cold air out in the cab, but not as much as I think it should. So that's why I'm still thinking that the evaporator's got a lot of junk on it. I mean, you get good airflow through it, it's just not super cold. Every AC unit should have a way to clean it. Of course, your car or your pickup, you can't get to it easily. The one in my Peterbilt, you can take the cover off and get to it real simple and clean it off. It's not hard at all. Ones in the scrapers are very simple to clean, and they do get crapped up pretty bad. They get a layer of mud across them if you get a lot of dust in there. That's why it's really important on a cat machine with this kind of a system is absolutely keep the inside clean. Do not open that door until the dust is settled. You do have an in-cab filter in there, but the more dirt you keep out of there, the better, because it's going to suck some of it around that filter, and it is going to go across the evaporator, which is going to be wet and frozen, and it's going to stick to it, cause you problems. So keep those cabs clean. Anyway, I'm out of here. I think it's Friday today. Go home and work on my tilt cylinder or something.
You know I love this life I lead.